We're in the daytime kitchen today with an unusual treat. We're cooking with, or preparing anyway, with pesticide-free edible flowers. To explain all this from the Tarrytown House is Chef Stephanie Doerner. And let me pitch the Tarrytown House a little bit. Way up on the hill, Route 9 there on the Tarrytown-Irvington border. Views of everything. It's a great-looking building in itself, but it also looks over the Hudson, the Tappan Zee Bridge, even some of the great estates along the Hudson like Lyndhurst. So you've got a great view, and I'm glad you're with us today.
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be here. So what we're doing today, you actually explained quite perfectly. It's crystallized edible organic flowers. And
Crystallized. I didn't explain that, and that took me by surprise.
Yeah, what we're actually doing is you're going to take some of these flowers, and I've got here posies and rose petals.
I'm going to show people what eventually
they're really neat things to do. I think it's fun because you know, it's not something like gum paste flowers.
They are so colorful and so unusual. I didn't think of this at all. And the crystallized, I'm sure, makes them a really sweet treat. And I managed to get icing on my fingers, which I will have to lick off during the rest of this.
Oh, shame.
Too bad.
Right? But yeah, it's great because it's something that everyone can do at home. Kids, you know, dads, moms, everyone. I think it's perfect for Mother's Day. So let's get started. What we've got here is a little bit of water, and I've got some egg whites.
Egg whites, water, and a little bit of, obviously, sugar, as we said.
Exactly. So what you're going to want to do is take a couple of teaspoons here, mix it in together.
Oh, so not much water.
And not much at all. I mean, this is actually 2 egg whites. So you got just a little bit of liquid here, and it's going to act as glue.
Now, when we said you could do this at home, we want to emphasize, though, that these are pesticide-free organic flower buds from posies and from roses.
And you can get those at any one of your local supermarkets. If it's a natural or organic, and some of the big box ones will definitely have something like that.
Just don't go pulling them off the neighbor's yard. We don't know what they use. Exactly.
You know what? So I brought you a brush, too.
Okay.
And, you know, if you want to grab a couple of flowers.
Let me go with the rose. I like that.
Yeah, those are pretty. So you're just going to very lightly kind of dust on that.
Okay.
And you don't want to do it too excessively because then it gets gummy and the sugar will kind of clump to it. But yeah, that looks good.
Trying to do this quickly. Can I do one in just a... Yeah, this would be great for the kids.
Yeah, exactly. This is something fun for them to do. And we're definitely going to be featuring some of these during our Mother's Day brunch. It's going to be on Mother's Day, obviously.
Let me guess. Is that the 9th? Am I guessing
it is.
At the 9th.
It is.
Okay.
It is. Very good. You know, you haven't forgotten. Your mother must be here. So very good. So yeah, just lightly dust on top of that.
Okay.
And we've got 2 seatings. There'll be one at 11:30 and one at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And it's really fun. We also got a kids
lot of moms
buffet.
like their morning meals at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Mother's Day. They
Exactly. You can sleep in a little bit and make sure the kids have something else to do.
You went pretty good with the sugar.
Yeah,
you didn't kid around.
Get it all over there.
Kind of shake it around.
Not afraid to make a mess either, huh?
Not at all.
All right, so basically, and you can just keep going with a lot of these. You keep going on, and when they come out, what you want to do, you're going to lay them out on a plate, leave it overnight, or you can even put it into the oven for low oven around 200 degrees Fahrenheit for about an hour, and they'll dry out more quickly. If this is the last minute thing that you're doing, if you don't have the luxury of a couple of days.
But
this is what they come out when they're done.
You're not trying to melt the sugar on there. You're
no, not at all. That's why you do it in a really low oven that's just dry. You're basically sticking them in there. You can turn the oven off and just let them dry in that dry heat.
Okay.
So then what I've got here, we've got a couple of cupcakes.
Okay, we're going to set the crown right here with a little pipe.
Exactly. So I like to do mine with a star tip. I think it's a nice little decoration.
Well, it's good for me because it can't be too fine or else I run into trouble. Now, are we going to use your nasturtium? No, it's not a nasturtium. It is a posy.
Posy, exactly.
Now, how do I put it on to make sure it stays?
You know what? It'll adhere quite close to it. I mean, the icing is really sticky and delicious.
I'm going to do one more. And folks, in the meantime, pitch again there, Chef Stephanie, tell me about the brunch one more time. At the Tarrytown House, on the hill, overlooking the Hudson, right on Route 9, near the Tarrytown-Irvington border.
Views, it's really a gorgeous place to go to. But, very good job. It's Mother's Day, Sunday, that's the 9th, and there's 2 seatings again. There's one at 11:30 and one at 2 o'clock. And if you just head over to the website, it's www.tarrytownhouseestate.com. There's extra details there. It'll show you how to RSVP and get in ahead of time. Take a look at the menu, too. Exec Chef Chris Hettinger put together a fantastic menu for the day. today.
Well,
So
we want to
we're
thank Chef
excited about
Stephanie Doerner from the Tarrytown House for being with us. And I want to show off our work here. I kind of like what I did right
like
there.
it.
A little stand-up rose. It looks good to me. And stay
Cute.
with us, folks. We have much more coming up on the Daytime Edition.